Winston Churchill said the destiny of man is not measured by material computations. When great forces are on the move in the world, we learn we're spirits, not animals. And he said there's something going on in time and space and beyond time and space, which, whether we like it or not, spells duty. You and I have a rendezvous with the professor.
Wrestling.
What is it? I still wish public chicken tender subs were on sale today.
Were they on there no longer? I have not had a public sub in forever.
Same. I need to make that change. How are you doing, Dave?
I'm hanging in there.
We are the Professors of Wrestling, and we want to be Taco Bell famous. So subscribe to the YouTube page. We are working on new content for 2020. Like the Facebook page. Let us know what you think and provide us with feedback and suggestions. Follow us on Instagram at the Professors of Wrestling. Share it all. Spread the word. Join in the discussion because we want to be a community.
You jumped in there before I got to ask you how you're doing.
I'm doing well.
All right. Sorry. So you come off as a good guy, and I come off as the jerk. You're like the heel to face on that. But anyway, that brings us this week again. We are sponsored by Ben Owens, which is opening up the store full time. I know for a fact June 1st, but why do you want to go to that store? We'll insert our spot right here.
Hi, this is Dave from the Professors of Wrestling. I'm at 1803 Plum Street, home of Ben Owens Music, where they've got basses, electric guitars, acoustic guitars, violins, keyboards, guitar pedals, amps, instrument repair, guitar, drum, and piano lessons. Learn from the experts. Ben Owens Music, Valdosta's music store.
And we're back.
Dope. Botch takes.
What question? I always bring this up, and do we need little sound samples in between, botch takes?
I guess we could record them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, we have none.
We've for the year or so, over a year, we've been doing this.
These few months, yeah, we're good. And we have news.
And so, yeah.
You need your sounds. We'll get you your sounds.
I don't know. Is that too cheesy?
A little bit, but hey, we'll...
Maybe we do one, and then we just get feedback on that.
Got it.
All right. News. Again, we are on Podbean. If you look for, there's a link in the show notes, but it's professorsofwrestling.podbean.com. And we're posting up our shows for the audio version because we know not everybody's going to be on the YouTube version. Also, we're posting up interviews, which we're going to talk about in a minute. We're posting up the old interviews we've done, and also we're going to be doing some new interviews now that self-quarantine is kind of over. Kind of over.
Yeah.
But we're going to be extra cautious and safe about it.
Social distancing on that. So we're working on a new load of them that will be happening all over the summer. Yes.
And into the fall. I have been... I know there's an awkward pause there because I was thinking, I think we hold it close to the vest.
Yeah.
But we're going to be getting some people been wanting this, and if you have a suggestion on somebody you would like us to do a sit-down interview with us, just hit us up on the Facebook page.
And we'll reach out to them.
Yeah, we can do that.
So that's pretty cool.
And like I said, also old interviews. I know, with Brooks and Proc and all those. I'm slowly putting those up on the Podbean page like that. I'm doing every Friday right now.
Okay.
So we're not overloading people with content.
And it goes out to all of our other streaming services.
Yeah. So we're on
Spotify,
iTunes,
and
something else.
Yeah, I don't know. We have a lot of places.
Yes.
So
we're spreading our wings out there, but we're still focused on the South Georgia, North Florida, and East Alabama.
A
lot of audience takes this week.
I'll start with Beatrice. Says she can't wait to get her keyboard signed by Alex Knight. I'm assuming that's when he hit El Nino over the head.
Yeah, it was Keyboard warrior match.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call it that.
And one came out on top as the keyboard.
Yeah.
I saw Embracato in there.
Chimed in there, yes.
And then that started a whole little thread there.
Yes.
It's pretty interesting.
This is an interesting question. I'm pulling some stuff up. I'm pulling that up on the page so we can look at it. But who is Embracato now? She's mentions, the Prince a lot.
Right.
What's up with her and El Nino?
I don't think they're a good working team anymore. I think she realized her and Prince are definitely a team, more of a team instead of El Nino.
Well, we know El Nino is not consistent.
Can't always win.
Well, I'm talking about in posting when he wants to give us a little bit, rib us a little bit, give us a little bit of the business. He's not consistent on that.
He's not helping with his subscribers.
No.
So we will not subscribe.
Yeah, you got to be consistent with your content.
Yeah.
But on that one, I'm jumping around a little bit. But I posted up on the Facebook page. Who are some people who need to be watching out for? Tim Simmerins. I probably butchered that. Lexi Gomez.
Okay.
I don't know who Daniel Lamb is, but he says he's the one. Bryce Canyon, of course, self-nominated.
Yeah.
Craig Alexander talked about Voodoo Jack and Corey Williams. Logan Weezy and the Good Old Boys.
The Good Old Boys were pretty funny.
Yeah.
When we saw. Definitely good ring presence.
Hembracado by Prince Johnson or Prince Handsome nominated Hembra, and Hembra nominated the Prince Handsome there. So, and then of course Beatrice nominated the Scoundrel.
The Scoundrel.
So
how will he bounce back?
That's a good question. I mean, I think maybe that's something we should talk about, and I don't know, maybe another next episode on how everybody should bounce back. But
yeah.
But yeah. So Alexander Knight is going to be signing that keyboard.
Is he? That's pretty dope.
So, and I'm hoping that rivalry comes back after everything kind of settles down and we get into this new normal thing.
Hopefully. This next one is Teddy Badstreet. Hit me up should you need a custom and professional opener for your videos. Have a great day. Cool.
I put that in there because I redid the audio intro.
Yeah.
And then you redid the video entry part.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell us what was wrong with the new stuff.
He did not.
And
constructive criticism.
Yeah, some constructive. Then you say, hey, you need a new one.
I don't know.
How can yours be better than ours, Mr. Badstreet?
Also, yeah, if I needed something, I'd probably film it.
Yeah. So I get the go-getter attitude of hey, I do this, but he didn't send us what is it? Feedback or hey, here's some of my work.
Nothing.
Oh
well.
So anyway.
But thanks for commenting and joining the community.
Thank you. Participate more other than, what about it you like? All right.
Jared Harris. This one is, everyone always talks about the belt designs, but what do you guys think is the best design trophy in professional wrestling?
Whew. I know this is stepping out, but WWE is always big about the trophies.
Yeah.
So that was anytime they have the Andre the Giant or the Lady Battle Royal, they've come up with a trophy on that. But I tend to if you go back and you watch some of the 70s stuff, which I was a wee bit young even to that, but the 80s, the traditional trophy that's about 10 feet tall, was always super impressive to me as a kid. For those NWA events and whatnot. Though I do we get to see the Crockett Cup.
And that's the only one that I've seen. That's what I was going to say. That's the only one I've seen up close in terms of a design of a cup. So I'm kind of biased in that sense. So
but that's a very traditional kind of you think of the old trophy, sports trophy.
Yeah.
But I always like the big tall trophies with the big glittery colors on that. And I like the idea of the Crockett Cup. But I don't know, Jared. What are some of the best trophies you've seen? Oh, Fest did their one of their for their battle royal thing. They just had a big old it seemed like a bunch of PBR cans crushed into a kind of trophy. I thought was kind of cool. Just because Fest is all about terrible beer
Oh,
and punk rockness and whatnot. So I appreciated that trophy.
PBR is a high quality beer.
Do you think we need to bring Jared? Do you think we need to bring the trophies back?
Yeah, that's a good question. What kind of trophy should we bring to indie wrestling?
And what? Yeah,
maybe the AIWF will have a trophy.
a belt.
A belt along with the trophy.
What if you made it like a traveling trophy?
Oh, like everyone tries to fight for it?
No, it's like say like you win the fill in the blank tournament.
Yeah.
And then you get your name etched, like the Stanley Cup. That's a traveling trophy.
Gotcha.
So like whoever wins it, then they etch that team in the year that they won it, and then after that year, then unless they win it again, then that trophy then goes to another team. So if the tag team like the Crockett Cup, like make it the traveling trophy thing. So let's say. Oh, I'm trying. What's a tag team out of NWA right now?
James Storm and Eli Drake.
Eli Drake. Okay, so you get those guys win it
this
year, and then so they lose it next year. Maybe they lose it to the brothers.
The brothers.
The two brothers. One's bearded, one's bald.
Losing it.
Or maybe they lose it to the bouncers or something like that next year, or something like that. So
maybe
you don't get to keep it at your house.
Makes sense.
All right.
Bring it. Let's see if anyone will pick up that.
That was
idea.
a really terrible explanation on my part. I apologize.
I caught bits and pieces to where I could understand it.
It made sense to me, and hopefully, but basically, you have it, and then you have to defend that trophy.
Right.
Okay.
I understand it. Sam Skaggs. This one is most emotional match you've seen in WWE, WWF, WCW, and in the Indies.
When I saw that one, I was thinking about the Tony Storm. What was the dude's name? Dang it. Beatrice commented on it on the Facebook. And I was like, Mason Price.
Yeah.
But also I was thinking about, because we have not been in it in forever and a day, the last match between the Scoundrel
and James Morrison.
I
have a one that's pretty dope. Vince Lewis, when he came back and won the title, the AIWF title.
That was good.
And then he gave a speech after that. I thought that was pretty cool because we spent all those months leading up to it.
Yeah.
Wondering, would he wrestle again? So to come back and win was pretty dope.
What if, here we go, we get the two brothers to be a co-commissioner?
Oh, for
SWA.
It'd be something interesting to see. I don't know who their commissioner is right now. Who's that person who
plays that role?
Yeah. Maybe someone needs to be an announcer.
I think, yeah. What? Yeah, that's a good point. What if let's do the what if game. What we saw Johnny Maverick's last match.
We did.
Unknowingly. And I think he didn't even know at that time until then we went to the what was it, Broken Bones?
Yeah.
And then we were going to go see him at Spinebuster.
Yeah.
At Spinebuster, and then everybody's like, "Where's he at?"
Then he comes out. That was without knowing it, it was it him and Cassius Mack?
Yeah.
Just not knowing it and then seeing him, because that was within. We went to that on Saturday, and Spinebuster was on Wednesday.
Correct.
Yeah, that was a quick no-go. So
I think that was an emotional retirement.
Yeah.
Because it was very unexpected on that one. I think it would have been great to see in a final match between him and maybe Preston Paradise, and then the boots in the ring type situation.
That would be pretty cool.
But I understand you got a bump card.
Yeah.
On that. So. All right. And can you think of any others?
In the Indies, no.
I always think with WWF, any the professional guys.
Yeah.
Most of Ric Flair. How many retirement matches has Ric Flair had? This is his final one, or The Undertaker, or fill in the blank to where those cats just.
Shawn Michaels and yeah. What is it? I think tonight starts The Last Ride.
Yeah.
His documentary.
No, I think it's the second or third one.
Second one?
Yeah.
Right. So I was just like, who knows? There's some. If you guys have a most emotional match you've seen, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll put it up there. Next one comes from Clint. How do you think wrestling will change because of the virus? Hopefully, probably definitely seats will be further apart.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a lot of rows, I don't think.
I don't think wrestlers are going to be able to get as up close to fans.
Yeah. They're definitely not. Because sometimes, let's just take the Scoundrel, for example.
Right.
Definitely likes to get in people's faces, get them riled up, get them ready.
Yeah.
El Nino, definitely a pointer.
Roxy's not going to be able to hug her fans.
Nope, no hugs.
No hugs, handshakes. I mean, it's really changing what we need to think of. Until there's a vaccine for this.
It is, yeah, no contact.
What I'm worried about is nachos.
What do you mean?
Like, nacho prep. It's, you're thinking with health and safety and food prep and all that fun stuff.
I hope it's still there, though, right?
Yeah, is that going to change? Are they going to still be able to...
Oh, do food?
Yeah.
I hope so.
So that's a question. I think the closeness to where we're... Like, unlike any sporting event or maybe even going to a bigger promotion where there's a distance to it and you can really get... This is the chance you can really be up close to what's going on in the action. Like, literally, you can touch the ring if you want, I think promotions are going to have to think about, like, cleaning down the mat every time.
Yeah.
We've seen some of these locker rooms. There's not a lot of space in there.
Barricades.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone implements that.
So, and I hope everybody's understanding and is polite and patient with each other on this.
Definitely don't want someone just being like, it's a fluke. Let's take everyone's health serious.
Yeah. There's some like there's some people that are like in the high end risk when it comes to this whole thing, and so I'd like to see those people come back.
Yeah. We have something to chew on.
Yes, we do.
This one's all you because it's pretty dope.
Okay.
You came up with it.
So when you talk about, and I'm going to jump back to Clint's question, what's going to change? I think the good wrestlers are figuring out, or not the good wrestlers, that sounds terrible. The good people know how to do the promos. The people with the more experience going there, like, how can you interact with the fans? How can we get involvement with the fans? Which I think is one of the things I miss the most, is like being able to go and yell and scream and cheer and like, you feel like you're not in the ring, but you're taking part. Without the fans, I mean, we've seen these empty ring matches that have gone on. It's
quiet.
It's quiet. It's different. It's a different flavor to when you have everybody in there screaming and shouting. And there, we definitely know, like, we've come to expect certain people when we go to different events in different parts of the Georgia, and it's probably if we continue to go to Hybrid Pro. But I digress here. We're gonna host a promo contest. And this is going to require people to submit stuff. So cut us a video, wrestlers and fans. And then we're going to bracket it up, and it's going to be wrestler versus wrestler and fan versus fan. We're not going to intermix the two. We're going to keep kayfabe alive with this one here. And so as many wrestlers as want to send it in there, we'll figure out a seating system of some sort. And it's all going to be about why you're the best. That's the topic. You got a minute promo. Why you're the best.
Yeah.
And then we're going to insert these in there, and then we're going to have fan voting on this, or whoever's voting on that. We'll post it up on the Facebook page.
Yep.
And so it'll be like the Final Four. Basically, it'll be like our NCAA Final Four.
Yeah.
Tournament on that one. And as soon as we get enough of people involved and in this, we're going to get it going on that. And then we have to think about some sort of prizes of some sort, which I hadn't thought about that part, but I think that's definitely something that's going to be involved with this.
I think we have time.
Yeah.
We have time.
So, between now, once this hits the air, and then going on until we say, like, that it's locked down, I would like to get this going as soon as possible, but send us the promos to our DM us on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
and then we'll start getting everything set up, the logistics on our end right there. So that's my idea.
I hope it goes well. I hope people participate.
I do too.
I definitely want to see some promos.
Me too.
This next one comes in. What wrestlers do you see with the most potential? I gotta say, Bryce Cannon has been killing it.
Yeah.
I definitely want a frat party shirt.
You gonna order one on online?
20% off.
So
What is it? Also, I drunk a White Claw in support.
did you really?
I did, and I never have to drink one again.
Did you have a White Claw?
At 2, just to make sure that it was that bad.
Did you go out and Did you go out and buy a 6-pack, or were you at a public house?
I went out and bought. I went to a gas station and bought 2.
Like
Regular size.
regular. I don't know what
Yeah.
size it comes in.
Yeah.
Did you down that? What's that cinnamon hot shot stuff that the kids like to drink?
Fireball?
Did you down it with a fireball afterwards?
No.
All right.
I wasn't that wild. But yeah, I think in potential, I'd definitely say Bryce Cannon in terms of his promotions over the past few months during this pandemic and unprecedented times. He's been definitely pulling that out there. So,
All right. This is how I'm not going to answer this through my answer, and this is various reasons for this. Okay. So when you look at that, what wrestlers do you see with the most potential? It's just my opinion.
yeah.
And there's certain wrestlers that I like their gimmicks better and I think are doing a better job, but this is subjective. And also, I think look at what level they're at, and I start going back to stand-up comedy. Like, if someone were to judge me, like, what potential I had when I first started out to where I was at, when the last time, present, I'm like, there's no way in hell he's going to make it. I've toured, I've done festivals around the country, blah, 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 and it's really about drive.
You gotta want it.
You gotta want it. You gotta put the reps in. You gotta drive to those crappy gigs. You've got to work when you don't want to work. You're gonna do some bad shows. You're gonna eat it. You're gonna work in front of there's no audiences, and then it's a roller coaster there. So, what type of wrestler do I think has the most potential? I think it's gonna be the wrestler that's gonna want to put in the work. And I don't know. We don't know enough of these people personally. We just know these very superficially when we go to the shows. We enjoy what they do when they're there, but I don't know where their heart's at.
I don't know, Monday through Friday.
Exactly. Do I have my opinions? Yeah, but I could totally be wrong too. I don't know what their situation is. I don't know if people just do this because this is a hobby for them, like this instead of golfing or something like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what do they want to do? Do they want to go to the WWE or the AEW or Ring of Honor or something like that? I don't know what's in their heart. So, what wrestler do you see the most potential in? It's like, I think, what goals do those wrestlers have?
Right.
Does wrestler X really want it that bad to be able to go and drive to those shows and make $20, but still, well, gas is cheap right now. But still, just do what you got to do to get your name out there and put in the, I always call it put your toughen up bones and do those shows that are shit. And I think one thing you hear a lot of comedians saying, this is something I think about, is you don't appreciate those moments because you can't see you're so focused on like, this is what I want to do, and you're not enjoying the trip. So people tend to not enjoy it because if you're a young wrestler or you're a young entertainer, this is a great time because if you have a terrible match in fill in the blank, Pavo, Georgia, for the most part, they're not going to remember that when you go up to Savannah or Macon or fill in the blank right there. That's just one bad show. Now you got to come back and do it. Also, I think what makes someone who's got the most potential is how do they improve in the ring? How do they win the crowd over?
Right.
And that takes time.
There's definitely been some wrestlers who we often talk about that say, when we first saw them, we were like, man, are they ever going to win?
Yeah.
And then it's a year later and it's like, wow, they're winning and they've gotten better at the gimmick.
Yeah, so I think the wrestler with the most potential is really, it's up to them and what they want to do. Is that political enough?
That is political enough. Good job, Dave.
Thank you.
Good job. Let's see.
We are in unprecedented time. I think we just need to add that.
Yes, we are. So please make sure to support your wrestlers during this time. Buy their merch. Interact on their page. Say hello to a wrestler. Hello to a ref. And that is it.
Right on. Let's get into what's going on with the promotions, which is there's some updates.
Okay.
You want to start out with the Raw?
Raw Rockstar Adrenaline Wrestling. Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody has been doing well out here in the world of chaos. 2020 hasn't been the best year for a lot of us. James was wanting to debut in August of this year, but due to things out of his control, it doesn't look like it'll happen. He's not giving up on this promotion. He's going to get it up and running. And bring wrestling back to the city of Douglas, again, on a regular basis. He wants to thank all of the talent that stays in touch with him. He even thanks us.
I thought that was cool. I say, hey, thanks for the shout out. We appreciate it.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You don't expect that. It means a lot to him and his fellow workers, team at Rockstar. So sometimes when you have a plan, but life steps in and changes it or delays it. But they will keep pursuing to get Raw off the ground and look forward to putting on their first show.
I think James is in the same position as like a lot of his promotions.
Yeah.
They got to wait to see what the city is doing. And also, I think if you're going to create a place where your fan base is getting sick, I think that's bad PR.
Right.
I think any PR, but this is bad PR. These are people getting sick, and then they had that bad experience. And word of mouth, as much as anything, word of mouth can kill your promotion before it gets off the ground.
That's true.
Anyway, so as much as we're looking forward to August.
Yeah, I was definitely looking forward to it, but I didn't understand safety. Safety is first, and that's what we talk about.
Word.
Hybrid Pro.
They're supposed to have a meeting on the 15th. We haven't heard any news.
Waiting to hear back.
No.
Cool. Spinebuster.
Stuck in limbo. No news right now, but I'm sure we'll be hopefully, some of the first people to find out because we were supposed to do the shoot the pilot show for the Spinebusters on TV.
Yeah.
That got
Broken Bones Wrestling. Shout out to their champion, James Holloway.
Yes.
I want to say that's his name.
Yes.
Hopefully I didn't pull that from somewhere in my
No.
head. Hopefully you're doing well out there with your new championship from Broken Bones Wrestling. We'd love to hear about your championship from Broken Bones Wrestling.
Pose reached back. I messaged them, and they're also out in Douglas, and their thing was nothing on the books there. Apparently, our inside sources were like, man, this is going to be a good show coming up. We need to go to that. And obviously that didn't happen. So they're on pause right now as well. They were trying to kind of, I think, work to get themselves back up to putting shows on again after a break. And now one of your favorite.
It is DCCW, Destiny Combat Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
Their next show is June 27th, 2020. They are currently making the show flyer now. I saw yesterday that El Nino, they went live on Facebook.
Oh, DCCW?
DCCW, they went live on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Got to see El Nino sporting a larger beard than normal.
Yeah.
He's definitely been working through his quarantine, ready to get back in the fight.
Yeah.
For June 27th.
Is he getting like ripped or whatever?
Some may say he has muscles now.
Okay.
He's going to be unstoppable.
Maybe we need to share that on the Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to do that. Sunbelt.
Like everybody else.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
Darn. SWA. They've gotten the go-ahead to have their shows June 18th in Pavo, Georgia, and June 28th in Newton, Georgia. Mm-hmm. That should be pretty good to go see. They're gearing up for the Southern Summer Showdown, July 18th, and Cars TV.
And I think that's going to be in Pavo.
That one.
It could be. I could be wrong.
Hopefully we see the conclusion of the AIWF tournament.
Yes.
See
or that wrapping up, maybe.
Wrapping up, seeing where that goes.
I think maybe the Southern Summer Showdown is where they would crown that new champion.
Yeah. And then Southern States Championship Wrestling is nothing new.
Nothing new. They were going to do another anti-bullying event, like what was the one we did in Thomasville?
I know it. I know the one you're talking about.
Anyway, we're sorry if we've forgotten.
Yes. SRCW.
Yes. So that but I think they're going to do one over on this side of the state.
There is something, like, even though that they can't do it, maybe as a suggestion, if you all as a group of wrestlers, especially during this time of where we're all at home, could like maybe cut a promo on anti-bullying.
It's a good idea.
That'd be something to really help those out at Southern States Championship Wrestling. So if you've ever been bullied and you know that bullying is wrong, something to help them out, maybe cut a small promo to help them in this time.
Or
Georgia Independent Professional Wrestling. Nothing new.
Nothing new. We talked about it last episode. I think they're wanting fans to suggest
Those matches.
and then they're going to record it and then pop it out on the internet. I think
I put Bryce Cannon versus Skrilla.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. So, that's been dope. You can find me on Twitter at D2Baber.
I'm at Just a Professor.
We are the Professors of Wrestling, and we want to be Taco Bell famous. So subscribe to the YouTube page. We are working on new content for 2020. Like the Facebook page. Let us know what you think and provide us with feedback and suggestions. Follow us on Instagram at the Professors of Wrestling. Share it all. Spread the word and join the community.
Send us your promos.
Please.